Will, this is Louisa Clark. Nathan will talk you through Will's routines and equipment.
You don't have to talk across me, Mother. My brain isn't paralysed. Yet.
Sam, oh my God, I was crying my eyes out the whole way through the film.
I'd hate to say yes, but yes.
Well, it's really tough. Like,
No,
you know, the film has stayed with me since watching it. I only watched it like a couple of hours ago. But, you know, when you were filming on set, you have to really get into the psyche of the character. Is it hard to leave that behind, you know, the camera stop rolling?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, of course, it was easy to kind of leave that behind purely because obviously when on set I was in a wheelchair, and I mean, that's the obvious, and obviously I didn't kind of take the wheelchair home with me. As much as I did spend a lot of time leading up to the actual first day of filming, kind of getting used to how it works and, you know, trying to make it as much of part of me as I could. I think mentally, what happened to me on this film, the journey of finding Will, it was, you know, my eyes were opened to a world that I wasn't familiar with, and I hadn't met anyone confined to a wheelchair properly, like fully had a conversation and learned about the challenges and the struggles, and I think that definitely affected me quite massively through filming, and even now, and will stick with me forever. And I think hopefully this film will do that for other people as well.
100%. Makes you kind of appreciate things a little bit more. But I'm just watching you right now, when you're speaking, you're using your arms. So that must have been really difficult. Physically, this is totally different to anything that you've ever done before.
I mean, just going straight all the way back to like the audition process, and we had a few chemistry reads where there were different actors and actresses that were auditioning, and even that day, you know, like that moment, me kind of being very aware but only thinking about that and not actually thinking about what I was doing, but like trying to portray someone who wants to comfort someone without using your hands. Or there's a very emotional scene on the beach in the film where all I wanted to do was kind of cuddle and go, it's okay, and you know, stroke the hair. You can't. There's nothing you can do. When you're angry, you can't go and slam a door. You know, it was a real physical challenge, and mentally, you know, it kind of, as I said, it stayed with me.
I don't want to go in yet. I just want to be a man who's been to a concert with a girl in a red dress. A few minutes more.
We had medical advisors who kind of opened our eyes even further to literally the opposite ends of the spectrum, people who kind of really embrace it and the people who don't so much. So for me, the whole experience exploring this, I mean, it's overwhelming. The amount of information I have, and I could literally talk about this for hours.
I also wanted to mention the kissing scenes, because even though you can't move your body, there are some of the most beautiful kissing scenes I've ever seen. You're just so there, because it's just such an intimate moment for both of them, you know, that way. So
I think what was difficult to picture and to kind of creatively craft was that it was a lot of the times it was a mutual thing, because obviously I can't come to her, so it was more about them finding themselves in the moment and like catching eyes, and her being drawn to him and me doing the best I could to draw her in without actually going to meet her. So it was, you know, again, challenging. The whole process was very, very challenging, but something that we, I think, as a group, collaboratively wanted to, you know, support one another in. So.
I have become a whole new person because of you.
Do you know something, Clark? You are pretty much the only thing that makes me want to get up in the morning.
Wait for me to come home.